Rozay?
What's happening, baby?
Rozay! There's the biggest boss that I've seen thus far. Come on,
Better
Rozay.
believe it.
Rozay, what's going on?
Man, you already know what it is. Hustling, ready to hit Philadelphia and go all the way up this Saturday.
Hey, Rozay, I got an introduction for you, so let's take this from the top.
Too easy.
He's a Grammy-nominated rapper, entrepreneur, one of the biggest bosses in hip-hop. He's celebrating 20 years of Port of Miami, getting ready to release his new album, Set in Stone, on July 17th. And he's bringing, you hear me? He's bringing the Renaissance Orchestra, the tour to the Met Philadelphia. This man has businesses upon businesses. He's involved with Wingstop. He even has a dental office in Atlanta, Georgia. Can y'all welcome the biggest boss, Rick Ross, to 100.3 WRNB.
What's happening? What's happening?
Rozay, I love you. I have loved you from T-Pain, The Boss. I've loved you from Hustling, BMF, Nicki Minaj, The Boss. It's so good to see you.
Most definitely, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in a great spot right now, celebrating a new album. We're a few days out on the 17th. You know, I'm doing what hustlers do.
Always. Let's talk about this. You're getting ready to drop your 12th studio album, Set in Stone, after all these years in the game. What still gets you excited about releasing new music, Rick Ross?
To me, it's really just about, sharing that hustle, sharing that game, sharing that swag. To me, at this point, it's really about just showing the young hustlers Rozay still could do it. It ain't no pressure. You know what I mean? It's still for the love and the passion of the culture first and foremost, So that's what it's about to me. It's still about the fashion, the clothes, the music itself, going out. I still enjoy the clubs. I still enjoy the parties. I don't think that'll ever change.
Why did you call this project Set in Stone, and what does this title represent in this chapter of your life?
What it represents to me is, this is not nothing that's just on pen and paper. It's something that's going to still be here 200 years from now. Not just the culture, not just Ricky Rozay, but the rap game in itself. The way we move, the way we think, the way we dress, just all the trends and styles and vibes that we've created and continue to create is something that's set in stone. We etched it, took our time.
Absolutely. And you got everybody from Jeezy, Gucci Mane, Leon Thomas, and Young Miami on this album. Was there a collaboration that surprised you the most?
I think me getting in the studio, everybody gave me they best, but me being in the studio with Don Toliver when we created, that Maybach Music 7 that Young Jeezy on. Everybody know what the Maybach Music series mean to me, but just to see the young Don Toliver turn up and move the way he do with his pen, it was just a lot of those special moments. And I feel when, everybody hear the Rick Ross, Don Toliver collaboration, they gonna understand exactly what it is.
I hope they understand. We got a #1 record, Rozay. Congratulations on Minx in Miami. Let's go.
Much love.
Hitting #1. Does getting a #1 record today feel different than it did back in the day, back in them hustling days?
Most definitely. At that time, we had the game in a chokehold when we put out Every Damn Hustling. For those next few years, we was only collaborating with the biggest artists. So for me to sit back, chill, enjoy the game from the sideline for a little while, and then come back out in the first record I dropped, it was big. You know what I mean? So it was dope.
20 years of Port of Miami. That's legendary, Rozay. When you look back at that young Rick Ross, what would you tell him?
Just follow your heart. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change nothing, because all the struggles we go through is actually valuing those as well. The losses you take is actually valuing those as well, because you know how to move and navigate the next time they present it to you. You won't take those same losses no more. So, hey man, just follow your heart and make sure you still love the game. And that's why I'm still in a happy space, a cool space, because I love how we rocking.
When you hear those records today, what goes through your mind? And what's some of your favorite records from your catalog, Rick Ross?
Well, when I hear those records like Every Damn Hustling, I automatically think about, for some reason, my homies that was in the studio with me, the homies that was, there before we got on, the ones that was sitting around just, support me. You know what I'm saying? We smoking, we chilling, whatever it was. I think back to the smallest details. And, I hope they feel the same way I do. You know what I'm saying? Recognizing that was a special moment. And, all my records mean something to me if I put them on an album, regardless if they was a commercial success or if it was just a record like Pots and Pans on my first record where I'm just discussing coming up in Carol City and what it meant to me. So even those records that don't get spoke of, I got a lot of love for.
And shout outs to Sorry with Chris Brown, because I messed with that one too.
Believe that. Shout out to Chris Brown, most definitely.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about this Philadelphia show. You're bringing the orchestra tour to the Met and Philly Zone. Freeway and Beanie Siegel are joining you. What can fans expect from this show that they've never seen from a Rick Ross concert?
Well, this is the first time I've had a full orchestra as well as a choir on the stage to give you that 360 degrees sound. That 360, it's going to feel like it's coming everywhere from you because they projecting voices and instruments and sounds from everywhere as well as me rapping. So you got to imagine hearing Diced Pineapples with a full orchestra, a live choir, and man, everybody who's singing with you, charge your phones right now. Trust me, it's going to be one of the moments. Yeah.
You're a best-selling author. You've got Slippery Soap in thousands of stores. The car show keeps getting bigger. Do you ever stop thinking like a businessman?
No. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It's because, I studied the game so long, so I'm talking about since I'm in elementary school and I understood what the opportunity meant. Mm-hmm. I knew I had to be accountable for myself. So I came in the game and that was my mindset every day I'm hustling and it still hasn't changed 20 years later. And, to me, that's what I feel like that's the way you should live your life and hustle and do it with something that you love to do. And that way you're going to master it and you're going to excel. You know what I mean? So that's what it is for me.
Your annual car and bike show has become an event people look forward to every year, Rozay. What's been your favorite moment from this year's show?
One of my favorite moments most definitely was Young Miami, getting on stage, Finesse 2 times, Nino Breeze, just all the artists getting on stage and seeing everybody interact on the promised land from different walks of life. It's NBA players, NFL, actors, Michael Epps and other actors, film stars, and everybody is moving around, enjoying themselves. It's all love, it's all peace. To me, that's what make, that car show what it is today to me.
Ross, I got to ask you, because, of course, you got Young Miami on the album, and one of the biggest conversations in hip-hop right now is this damn debate over that goddamn song, Spend That. And you've got artists like India Ari criticizing what she says the song represents culturally, while others are defending creative freedom. As someone who's helped shape hip-hop for 2 decades, where do you stand? Do artists have a responsibility for the messages in their music, or is it simply entertainment?
You got to realize it's most definitely you're in the entertainment business. You understand? But most definitely as an artist, you could remain creative and drop that knowledge. That's what Ricky Rozay do. I came in and they was criticizing me for talking about street drugs and rap, but that's what I seen coming up in Miami. I can't tell nobody else what they seen. I saw all the high rises get built in downtown Miami from the hustlers. That's just what it was. And that's what Rozay was into. That's what fascinated me. Real estate, ownership, owning things. So that same Carisha record who people could feel one day about this summer, next summer, it could be a total different vibe. You understand? So let's let the art live. That's how I feel. Everybody was afraid of Mike Tyson at one time and they thought he represented something. And to me, Tyson is taking on a whole different energy. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's just how I feel as an artist. Let the art live.
Amen. And before I let you go, what do you want fans to take away from Set in Stone? And what message do you have for everybody coming to see you at the Met in Philadelphia? And please tell me you bringing Meek Mill, because I got to hear I'm a boss. I'm a spaz on that ass like I'm old Neek.
That's going to be so legendary. And the only reason we didn't all the way confirm Meek, because he had something locked in maybe this a few months ago. But you know how Meek do for his brother. Philly, you never know. Philly, get ready. The Dream Chasers, Philly, we dream chasers. This double MG. So it's going to be special.
Rick Ross, thank you for your time. I appreciate you, and thank you for your contributions to hip-hop. You are the biggest boss, representing 305 in the building.
Much better believe it.
Continued success, and more blessings are coming your way, my brother. All the best.
Keep shining. Philly, see you Saturday.
All right.
This podcast is brought to you by the Podcast Playground. Don't miss a single episode. Subscribe to the podcast, leave a good review, and join us next week as we serve up more tea.